Welcome to a captivating journey across the globe, where we delve into the vibrant tapestry of the world's greatest cities. In this awe-inspiring docu-series, we will unveil the stories, secrets, and grandeur of these remarkable urban landscapes. Join us as we traverse the globe, stopping at iconic metropolises that have shaped the course of history, influenced culture, and inspired countless generations. So, fasten your seatbelts and embark on this thrilling adventure as we explore the great cities of the world, revealing the extraordinary stories behind their iconic facades. At the end of the first millennium, the Scandinavian explorer Ericsson, on his way to follow Bjarne's steps towards Greenland, he started to grow a strong desire to know about what his fellow explorer saw at west of the icy land in his expedition in 986. After his halt at the Plate Rocks land and the stunning shore of Markland, he steps foot on a wonderland of flat territory, home of gorgeous beaches and forests. He then named it Vinland, today's Terra Nova and Labrador in Canada. He started building a small settlement on his new discovered island, taking advantage of its perfect climate, wild vine and the abundance of salmon, leaving the island only after winter passed. His settlement will be found only after years to come. In 1950-1960 by Norwegian explorers Anne and Helge Ingstad. Note on the fact that Scandinavians didn't care to make a difference between life-worth discoveries and new settlements made by nomads those days. Exploring new land was over once Ericsson ended his route and documented it. After a period of 492 years, in 1492, Christopher Columbus, based on his deep faith that the Earth was round and also that the Earth's circumference was 3 times smaller than it was thought, he goes on the doors of 4 royal houses, trying to get his exploring trip financed. He had a gut feeling that this new expedition will bring him to find a shorter way to travel to the Indies and Japan. All this enthusiasm got him making copies of maritime maps and coming across the famous letter written by the Florentine physician and astronomer Toscanelli, in which he finds information about the path to the Indies and Cipango Island of Japan. The letter stated, "This island has gold, pearls and gems. Its temples and palaces are all covered in massive gold." After being refused by King John II of Portugal, Henry VII of England, and Charles VIII of France, he goes to Spain, where he starts doing lobby for his cause, with Duke Medinaceli and his confessor Queen Isabella. They put together a convention, the Santa Fe Convention, to obtain the finance. More than financially support for his expedition, he's now named the new vice king for every land which he'll manage to find, with a 10% payback fee for every trade will be made between the countries and the rest of the world. Off along, he goes on the 3rd of August 1492, leaving the Palos harbor with 3 ships, Santa Maria, Nina and Pinto. The wind blows him, and he arrives in October in front of the islands of Bahamas. Thinking he bumped into Sapango Island, he navigates further and discovers Cuba, then Haiti. The islands were inhabited by Aboriginal people, nearly naked. Convinced that he reached the Indies, he named the Aboriginals Indians, and that's how he wrote in all his documented papers. He needed a place to stay, so he took the leftovers of one of his ships and built a camp. Later, he goes back to Spain accompanied by 2 Haitian people and some gold samples. He goes on and off, traveling 3 more times. By the second one he discovered Jamaica and Lesser Antilles. Later, in 1498-1500, he steps foot on the central continental seaside and enters in the Maya civilization in Yucatan. The first to announce that Columbus' new discovered territories are not the Indies nor Japan was Amerigo Vespucci, a Florentine, who in 1498 started his own journey to South America, discovers Venezuela, Little Venice as he named it, after its similar houses built on water by Indians. The New World will be named after his death, America. In 1524, Francois I, King of France, delegate Giovanni da Verrazzano to find a shorter way to China. But in the Gulf of New York he meets the Lenape Indians in their 30 canoes. Not knowing what he was standing on, he thought that it was a big lake. And so, he goes further along the Long Island where he meets a delegation of the Wampanoag and Narragansett tribes, alongside with the Lenape, all Indian Algonquin tribes. The Lenape Indians are known today for being the first tribes to inhabit New Jersey, New York and Pennsylvania, places where Lenni translates as pure, original and real, and Lenape means inhabitant, Aboriginal and Indian. They were living in a matriarchal system inside of their tribes, so their descendants had to be the mother's bloodline. They harvest corn, beans, pumpkins, watermelons, and tobacco, picked up forest fruits, and the men used to hunt and fish to provide for food. The longhouses in their small villages were hosting a few hundred members in the cold season. Then in the hot season they were becoming nomads and started to live in small tents made of animal skins, on birch structures. Verrazzano pays a visit in one of their canoes. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey through the history of New York City. We've just scratched the surface of the amazing stories that make up the Big Apple's past. In our next episode, we'll dive into the thrilling tale of the New Netherlands and their ultimate clash with the British Empire. It's a story of conquest, change, and the birth of the city we know today. To make sure you don't miss this exciting chapter, please hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode. By doing so, you'll be the first to know when we release the next installment of our New York City saga. Thanks for watching, and we can't wait to explore more history with you. See you in the next episode.